Huh? Who you want to fight next?
That's the wrong question. The question is who want to fight me.
That's right.
Cool. What is Berto saying?
Yeah, I know. That's right. Who do you want to fight?
Pacquiao.
How did that fight go, AB?
What, against Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Ah, kick his ass.
Who do you want to fight?
Pacquiao.
How did that fight go, AB?
What, against Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Ah, kick his ass. Ah, kick his ass.
Break down the Bronner Pacquiao fight if it were to happen. How would that go?
I love fighting southpaws, man. You know, just check my record.
Have you ever met Manny before?
He's a great guy. You know, and it'll be a hell of a fight. You know, a young rising star against an elite Hall of Famer on his way out. You know.
That would mean a lot to get him to be the last fight that he gets, because he's supposed to retire in April. Would that mean a lot to you to get that opportunity to fight?
Can't wait to send him home, back to the Philippines, and go be governor.
Those possibilities. Manny Pacquiao won over the weekend in Vegas. A unification fight, is that on the cards possibly?
I'd love that. You know, I heard that I inspired him in the Golovkin fight, so you know, it makes sense for us to unify the division at welterweight. You know, actually, you know, I got on the scales and the weight's not too terrible. You know, and obviously a lot of discipline. We can make welterweight again, and I'd love to unify, you know, the welterweight division and do it against Manny Pacquiao.
There's talks about Pacquiao versus Crawford. Do you feel that if Crawford is victorious this Saturday, those talks will resurface?
Well, a lot of the, you know, when you're dealing with Manny Pacquiao, you're not dealing with a normal fighter in the sense that you have a guy who goes to the gym, can lose weight. You have a guy who's a politician, who's a senator, and he's a guy who is looking to, not like Marco Rubio, who never went to the Senate, but a guy who wants to attend every session of the Philippine Senate. There's only 24 senators, so they got a lot of work. So he said that he will not ask leave from the Senate. He will train while the Senate is in session and only fight during recess of the Philippine Senate. So he gave us only 2 dates that were possible this year, the 29th of November and of October and November 5. All right, and the other thing is he wants to fight for a world title. He wants to be a champ. So can he get down to 140 where he's physically strong while he's going to Senate sessions, where he's not doing the same level of training that he would if he didn't have these duties? Can he get down to 140 and be strong to fight a guy like Crawford or Postal? Or does he say, no, I want to go in at 147 and fight a welterweight champion at 147, in which case a guy like Jesse Vargas would be available for him to fight.
Mr. Aaron, is he the leading candidate for the fight?
Who?
Jesse Vargas?
There's no leading fucking candidate. I just told you about the weight situation. And Manny is going to have to make the weight. The leading candidate for the fight was Chris Christie, who didn't make it. He's checking coats at the arena.
Stephen A. Smith feels that Manny Pacquiao should be careful, that he doesn't know exactly. He should be careful what he's wishing for. He doesn't know what he's getting into with that left hook. Do you feel as confident as Stephen A. Smith that that left hook could land and finish Pacquiao?
You know, at the end of the day, I feel like I can knock anybody out, to be honest with you. I'm a two-fisted puncher, so, you know, I'm a good counter puncher. He likes to fight, I like to fight. So we can make that fight happen, man. At the end of the day, I heard Freddie Roach's comments saying that it'll be an easy fight. I mean, he's still not over the fact that when I beat Amir Khan, and he obviously don't like my pop, but my pop said he'll fight him in a celebrity match. So let's get it popping.
The fact that Manny Pacquiao would be brave enough to fight the undefeated Danny Garcia in order to get a rematch with Mayweather. But he seems to be overlooking Garcia, if not wanting to use Garcia as a reason for Mayweather to give Pacquiao a rematch. Did you happen to see that, and what do you think about those comments?
Well, I didn't see none of that, what you're talking about, but the thing is about Manny, like, he's trying to be back in the spotlight. There's a new era of fighters. Like, he ain't gonna make a sample out of Danny or no, I mean, he's not gonna make a sample out of Danny because you seen how he looked in his last fight with Floyd, and Danny would do the same to him. It's not like he's a killer, man. He's no killer. They made him a killer. They made him who he think he is. He ain't nobody. Danny will destroy Manny Pacquiao. He will destroy him. The thing you gotta remember is the way he got knocked out. I'm not trying to say that can happen to anybody, but people forget how he got knocked out. He almost got killed. Okay, it would have been anybody, like I said in the past. It would have been an American fighter. His career would have been over. What are you trying to do? Get back in the spotlight. Like, what is wrong with him, man? You got to start from the bottom on up again. Like, you already got your millions. He's done. It's a new career. There's a new career for other fighters. It's a new beginning for other fighters. Like, he ain't going to make a sample out of Danny, believe me. They better have a towel ready to throw it in. Roach better get a towel ready. Because Danny will destroy Manny Pacquiao. He'll go back to Marquez. He'll give him a medicine. He'll give him a flashback. Because Manny ain't nobody. Manny ain't nobody, man. I ain't scared of Manny. I know Danny Fack ain't scared of Danny. I mean, Manny. Come on, man. Manny Pacquiao, man. Are you serious right now? Come on.
Now, the Floyd detractors, the people that think Manny's the better fighter going to win this fight, and they want to degrade Floyd and his legacy because of the fact that he's never fought Manny. Now that this fight's being made, what are they going to say? You know, if Floyd walks through, does his thing, wins the fight, does that, in everybody's eyes, you know, in your opinion, should there be no doubt that he's the greatest ever, or at least, you know, on the Mount Rushmore of greatest fighters?
I mean, basically, you know, it's a situation in which every fighter, I don't care how great a fighter is, you can never please everybody. So you can't worry about who don't like you. You know, I mean, those that don't like you, you don't have to like them either.
Well, we discussed this before, if it was important to his legacy. You said no, but now that the fight is signed and done, is it important that he goes out and dominates? So you know, looking back at his overall body of work, they can say, well, the one guy that, you know, people thought he should have fought, he dominated when they did fight, or is that kind of irrelevant as long as he gets the win?
It's irrelevant. I mean, the win is the most important thing. The win is the most important in any fight. You know, so I mean, this fight is no different than any other fight. I mean, you want to win. You know, just like if Manny wins, I mean, it'd be great for him, you know, but, you know, Floyd is favorite to win, and I think that Floyd will win. And I think that he'll win because he's just a better fighter.
What weaknesses does Manny have that Floyd's going to be able to exploit, in your opinion?
Well, one thing is this. Manny's a very predictable fighter. He does 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3-4. That's it. Nothing else. Other than that, he jumps in and out. That's all. I mean, he's a one-trick pony to me.
Do you see Floyd adopting a Chris Algieri type style where he'll give away the first 10 rounds and try to knock him out in the last 2?
Don't ask me no stupid shit like that.
So you wouldn't suggest Floyd?
I can't even answer no dumb shit like that.
So you're not going to pull him aside and say, hey,
open the cage, whatever that bullshit. We're going to open the cage on him now.
So that's not the way to win the fight here for you?
No, I mean, I think that, like I said, I mean, Manny's easy to figure out. Floyd's the smartest fighter in the world, probably the smartest fighter ever as far as making adjustments, ever to put on a pair of gloves. And Manny ain't no different than nobody else that Floyd fought. And I think after 1 or 2 rounds, Floyd will figure Manny out. Then the fight's gonna be easy.
Back when Floyd fought Robert Guerrero, Senior and Ruben Guerrero didn't get along that well. We know that Freddie Roach and your brother don't get along that well. Is that gonna? I obviously won't steal the spotlight because there's no bigger fight ever. But is that gonna be quite an interesting sideshow? Those two going at it?
I mean, I'm sure it will. I mean, it's one of those things that, I mean, you know, it adds to the fight. You know, it don't do anything to build the fight, but it does add to the fight. So.
And how did you guys do growing up? He must have verbally laid the smack down on you all the time, huh?
What the hell is this dude talking about, man? What you talking about?
Your brother.
Brother who?
Floyd Senior.
What about him?
I said, when you were growing up, man, I don't know how you competed with him talking as much as he does.
Oh, he loved to talk.
So he had to verbally get the better of you, didn't he?
He ain't no better than me. I ain't talk to him. He talked to himself.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah, man, get out my face.
All right.
Herman? Manny Pacquiao. We need the Pacquiao fight. We need Pacquiao fight. We want the Pacquiao fight. That's it. We want Manny more than the other two. Yeah.
Why? Why do you want Manny?
Pacquiao's a friend of mine, and I just think stylistically it's an amazing fight. We just spar together. We know one another a lot, you know, very well. And the fight will be massive globally. not only in England or in America. It'll be
No. So many people now that Pacquiao is out of retirement has your name as his next opponent in 2017. Has anyone actually talked to you in any real way about possibly facing Manny Pacquiao?
If this fight 135, if will be this fight 135 weight category, I'm ready. 135, I'm ready.
Now you know Freddie Rhodes said 140.
No,
that's
140,
it.
No, 140 it's too much. It's too big for me. You know, my weight now 138. 138.
Right now, before
right now, yeah.
So now you say it's too big for you. I understand it as a negotiating tactic, but Manny Pacquiao would probably be a lot of money. Some people think that he's maybe past his prime. Would you be willing to put on the extra weight just to get that fight, get that payday?
I don't know. I need to think. You know, I don't know. It's a hard question right now. It's hard.
You in the ring against Manny Pacquiao. What do you think about that?
I would knock him out, man. I would knock him out. I would lay him out just like Marquez did. I was telling everybody that Pac-Man was vulnerable for the KO because he throws too many.
You're boxing's only 8-division world champion. Is there a fighter out today that you think maybe can do the things that you achieved?
To be a champion in 8 different weight divisions is not easy to accomplish. That's the will of God. That's the plan of God, and I think it's not easy to, to accomplish that 8 different weight divisions.
Is there a fighter that you think can, maybe not 8, but close enough?
There's a lot of fighters who can be a champion in different weight division, but talking about 8 different weight division, it's not that easy.
Flyweight world champion.
It looks like he's starting to pop.
Former super bantamweight world champion.
And
former featherweight world champion.
Barrera's corner man is up on the apron.
Former super featherweight world champion.
He's back and forth from this right here.
Down goes Barker. Former lightweight world champion.
How many more?
Former light welterweight world champion. Fighting pride of the Philippines, 8-time world champion, Manny Pacquiao.
Punches for the most part of this round are still being landed by Pacquiao.
Hard left hand. This might be against Marco Antonio Barrera. Now they know as Pacquiao tries to go ahead and finish Barrera. Pacquiao is strafing Barrera with left hands. Marco's hanging in now. He's tasted the power, but Manny's having another big round.
He has survived it, but if he does survive this round and Pacquiao runs out of gas a few rounds later, Pacquiao's going to be in trouble. But if this stays right here, everything is great for Pacquiao. Just stays right here.
Right hand by Pacquiao. Barrera just trying to stay away.
But Pacquiao, this is where Julio's the hand on punch. And what's interesting, there's another bad head, but
regarded fighters in the world.
He's an icon.
Been one of the most entertaining
You have to go through 3 more minutes of this.
no, because Pacquiao is not backing off. If you had a guy that was
He's getting hurt. Here comes Barrera's corner. Barrera's corner man is up on the apron. He's going to step in.
punches for the most part of this round are still being landed by Pacquiao.
Hard left hand by Marquez as he did on a quick left hook there.
He's hurt now. He's hurt.
Momentarily backs Pacquiao off.
But he's going straight back.
Third knockdown of the first round.
Straight left.
Pacquiao landing 2 1-2s. Manages to go. Fight comes alive.
Among Mexican fans for showing the courage and the fortitude.
Fire against fire. Down the stretch. Pacquiao's left. Marquez is ready to ring. By Marquez as he did on a quick left hook there.
He's hurt now. He's hurt.
Pacquiao off.
But he's going straight back.
Third knockdown of the first. He landed some good right hands in the first fight. Tried to drive Pacquiao back with right hands there, but Manny's sweeping right hand partially blocked. Now Pacquiao Pacquiao lands a right and a left.
As compared to Morales. Even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still uncoordinated as compared to...
Doesn't see the punches coming through.
And Morales chases him and lands a right. They trade punches at the rope. And when they trade punches, Morales takes a gamble with Pacquiao. And unlike some punches,
right hook, a punch that...
hard right hand, done Morales. Pacquiao's all over it. Thinks he's got a chance. Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. And the brave heart of Morales holds up. Spectacular stops the fight. Manny Pacquiao has Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. And the brave heart of Morales holds. Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Body shot by Marquez. Pacquiao lands his left hand. He tries to tee off with the left and gets it in there.
From this right here.
Down goes Marquez on a straight.
Now he's shooting his message now.
Look at this.
He's got to get his rhythm back.
Well, Freddie Roach said it once. Another left hand for Pacquiao. Marquez has to fight back. They're trading shots. It's a Manny Pacquiao fight. Hard right hand by Pacquiao.
That's a
hard left hand by Pacquiao. 1.4%. This all started with a brilliant Pacquiao left hand, which looked for a moment as though it was going to knock Marquez down. Another left. Great right hand by Marquez. A couple of them, or three of them. One more right hand for Marquez. One more combination for Pacquiao. They trade shots down the stretch. And he tries to tee off with the left and gets it in there.
From this right here.
Down goes Marquez.
Putting his combinations together.
Big left over the top by Diaz. Blood coming from the right eye of David Diaz.
The manager of Diaz normally works in those fights as a cut
again with that right hook right up. Perfect shot by the face of all that comes forward. The face of all that comes forward. Speaks for itself.
It's very interesting after Pacquiao's always been known as
Pacquiao. Marquez has won more rounds. Diaz is going to get hurt by continuing to take punishment in a fight where he's not going to go down, not going to get knocked out. How many more? Down he goes, and Dracula stops the fight.
He should have never got to that.
How many more? Down he goes, and Dracula stops the fight.
He should have never got to that.
3-0. The destructive punch for De La Hoya. I asked Freddie Roach yesterday,
and if Oscar's not going to move his head,
doubt coming in as to whether Pacquiao is doing.
Watch when Manny lands his left, he then moves off.
He's always beating him to the punch.
And Manny just punches is like a
straight left in May. Fighting Manny Pacquiao is something entirely different.
But Manny is too smart and too fast for it.
This fight's going to probably end up being stopped.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. Pacquiao is making De La Hoya look old, slow, ineffectual.
Armstrong.
And Oscar is barely throwing back.
Who's looking
hard shots. De La Hoya hasn't been down, but that may be the only thing that's keeping Weeks from stopping it. The best chance of picking up his identity. Tony Weeks has a tough decision in front of him.
Wrestling type match also.
Straight right hand for Hatton. Follows the jab with a hook, comes back with another jab. There's the straight left hand, and he landed it right on Hatton's chin. He's coming out of the neutral corner in a hurry. Lands another right hook. Perfect right hand for Pacquiao. Another right hook. Straight left hand. Pacquiao's landing at will. Hard left hand. Hatton has to hold on. Will Hatton make it out of the round? That is. Oh my gosh, what straight left hand. And will Hatton make it up from this?
Can he beat the count?
Is that it? And Kenny Bayless says, no way. That is that. What an amazing knock right hook. Perfect right hand for Pacquiao. Another right hook. Straight left hand. Pacquiao's landing at will. Hard left hand. Hatton has to hold on. Will Hatton make it up? That is. Oh my gosh, what straight left hand. And will Hatton make it up from this?
Can he beat the count?
Is that it? And Kenny Bayless says, no way. There's the speed advantage for Pacquiao.
Cotto just physically got bigger guy.
Now the hard left hand. And another. Manny landed a little right hook in there and follows up by
the time little punches, which Manny is known for.
Flurry of punches from Pacquiao. Now it's Cotto, his back is against the rope, and he fights his way off and goes down again. Cotto landed a big left
and punching it from all angles. Weird punches from weird angles. He can assist.
And then some. And Cotto is beginning to retreat. Constantly uppercut by Pacquiao. Landing more or less at will now. Cotto has been softened.
He was wore you down, but this guy, weight punching power, has
retreat. Absolutely. Just as he was in the late rounds against Margarito. Uppercut. Cotto backs into the corner. He's in big trouble now. The fight could end in a matter of seconds.
Total control over the fight, so he just took a breather for the first minute.
Santiago. Now Kenny Bayless does his duty. Now it's Cotto, his back is against the rope, and he fights his way off and goes down again. Cotto landed
his left jab.
And the last thing people expected to see was Antonio Margarito standing in the middle of the ring and boxing with Manny Pacquiao, but those arms and head down.
Well, one thing Manny makes
it. Pacquiao hits him flat with a big left hand. So Pacquiao can do that.
Yeah, Margarito's saying that Pacquiao's not hurting him, but to stay physically strong and has to do this Margarito around the ring.
But he's beating Margarito up in this round. There's a huge welt under Margarito's right eye.
Doesn't miss waist punch.
Fights his way out of it. Best fighter I've ever seen.
He does it all and fights everybody. That's what I like about him.
I thought Pacquiao would stop Margarito right around the 6th or 7th round. And speaking of redemption for Margarito, so far this has been a measure of redemption.
I talked to Miguel earlier today. Miguel said this is going to be a very tough fight. Absorb the punches a little better than a smaller guy, but a regular 140 pound.
Gotta get in close. Getting close. So the last commission to make Margarito shave off the beard. It's trouble. I want to use it as a target. That's a fighter. Way to stop mixing right.
He's ready to go.
That's one of the biggest jabs I've ever.
Because as long as the guy's punching back. A few more seconds before the
Manuel, he's rearranging Margarito's face, and it may never look. It's not doing Margarito any good to take the number of shots he's taking now. To say because he's fighting such different guys.
Bigger.
And we're done.
Jim, your prediction was right.
Самое интересное, что сумасшедшая популярность, чего все ожидали. В этом раунде Мозли добился, чего хотел. Хорошо. Перед этой скоростью, но делает настолько быстро. Очень опасно. За исключением одного случая. Всегда держится очень. Боится столкновения голова. Как-то спонтанно у него. Настолько быстро. Ненадолго, правда. Действительно действует в таком наступательном духе. Ай-яй-яй. Ну, много предполагают, что он может выиграть. Речь идет о другом.
Judging his quality compared to the guys he's fighting. There's a good right hand by Mark. And there's a hard left by Pacquiao. And a good right hook. And another left. Pacquiao with a right. Left hand over. Good left hand set by Pacquiao. Tries to come back and capitalize. Marquez wants to answer right away. Marquez attacks again. Here comes Pacquiao. Knocks Marquez off balance. Big left hand for Pacquiao. And then meanwhile, there's combustion again between these two guys in the tent. Marquez backs Pacquiao off there. He missed with the left. He landed the right. Now he lands the left. Marquez comes back. You wonder if Marquez... This was a tremendous tactical error, I think, by Juan Manuel Marquez. That punch was right on the belt line. Very impressive punch.
He said, I want a few more rounds like that one.
Rios is the larger man.
He knocked out very bad to the body in that fight.
And Rios is more skillful.
In front of Brandon, I don't know.
Well, maybe because Freddie Roach told him he needs an early knockout, and he wants to get it.
Manny Pacquiao.
And he's off to a hot start in round number 2, where he hadn't won the first 3 rounds. But yes, Rios likes what he's doing.
Robert Garcia wants Rios not to follow him.
Hard left hands to the body clinch. Not good at stopping Manny Pacquiao from firing combinations in the middle of the ring. Body shot with the left by Pacquiao. Left. With a combination.
As though he needs to sell out his game, but yes.
Gino Rodriguez is not a good shot.
On his left eye.
I'd say we're getting there. Yeah. I'd say we're getting there.
Rios is the kind of guy who seemed
tried for a knockout and gave Chavez Jr. the chance to land those knees. He doesn't have the kind of punching thunder that Chavez Jr. Correct.
That weren't the similar.
That erupted into a battle. That punch was right on the belt line.
Now speed, he said speed is...
Algeria beginning to work his jab. That was what was missing in round 1. Pacquiao begins to...
Not only is he very fast, but he also is very
funky break for Pacquiao, but it counts as a knockdown. Body shot. Going to the body might
they get into the fight. If it did, maybe you have a better chance of catching him.
Right hand uppercut. Jab on the right hand.
Therefore, that should be a legal shot.
Hard left hand by Pacquiao stuns Algeria. Pacquiao, but he keeps coming. Fires away with the left hand. He's just not that kind of fighter.
Round 10 or 11.
That's going to put Algeria on his back. And let's see what Algeria has left.
He doesn't have much left here, and that hurts more because he's already
out. To the fight so far for Pacquiao.
Algieri better hold, or the fight's over in his cage. He's still fighting against Tim Bradley, now against Algieri.
A lot of power. A lot of power.
And still WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Left hand by Pacquiao stuns Algieri. Pacquiao, but he keeps coming. Fires away with the left hand. He's just not that kind of fighter.
Round 10 or 11.
It's Tim Bradley, now against Algieri.